Hello everybody and welcome back to another anti-MLM video. I'm Christina. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to take a look at the Patch MLM and an opportunity call that still circulates with the Huns trying to promote the sticker MLM. I guess that's what Chelsea called it at some point from CC Suarez. It is the sticker MLM where people put patches on their bodies and then they believe that there are immense health benefits to that. I stumbled upon two posts from somebody who is in the sticker MLM. She was in Monat before, and then she left to this new network marketing company. Well, it was new at the time, but new for her when Monat was tanking. And she is still pursuing this a year later. And I stumbled across some of the posts that just make me angry. And I thought, all right, let's talk about the sticker MLM as well, and they're so happy about sharing their opportunity calls that I'm of course going to share it with you as well, and we're going to react to it as well. This is one of the things that you posted about the benefits of wearing the sticker, wearing the patch. I've been wearing this patch for over a year now, and wow, can I tell a huge difference in my body. I've noticed deeper sleep, more energy, mental focus, less likely to snap at my kids. Knees don't snap, crackle, pop anymore. Skin is smoother. Comment info below to see what it's all about. And it's about Lifewave. The products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease or medical blah blah blah. We have heard the same shit before, and you can just exchange the network marketing company and also the products. The claims are the same. This could also be an Amari post. The ambulance in my area is also alert. Yeah, Lifewave again? Okay, we're coming. But no, in all honesty, you can exchange the MLM, you can exchange the products. It is always the same claims. Clarity, not snapping at my kids, deeper sleep, I have more energy. Those patches really do everything, and I find it absolutely ridiculous, but of course, they're not designed to diagnose because they're not medication, they're supplements. It is snake oil in my opinion, and I thought, oh cool, so the sticker MLM is still around. Wonderful, making the most ridiculous claims. And the sticker MLM was also on tour, or at least she was. I almost forgot to post one of the sweetest moments from our trip, our last dance in Switzerland, all together at Jungfraujoch, top of Europe. So grateful for this time as a family. This distributor traveled through Switzerland and also did not shy away to post her ridiculous patch while she was in the Swiss Alps. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I am there in that beautiful scenery, the last thing that would come to my mind is to post about these ridiculous patches. But the person also sent me an opportunity call, and I thought, all right, let's take a look at this one. It's a ridiculous MLM in my opinion. It is extremely dangerous also because so many people have so high hopes in what I believe is snake oil. They have so high hopes that it will cure a lot of things, a lot of diseases and ailings, and not just help with overall better life, but they really think that this will do a lot, and network marketing companies are extremely pricey. This distributor who sent me the opportunity call as well, she will also participate in the opportunity call, she will also speak. She even started to post just a couple of weeks into her being in this MLM that her father-in-law, who suffered from kidney disease, suddenly felt so much better, and that she was going to drag him across the stages of the world to speak in favor of this wonderful network marketing company that she also dragged to Europe, right? Sorry, Switzerland, you had to experience that. But now we're going to take a look at the opportunity call. I will move on over. I will try to let people speak this time a little bit longer and not pause every other second. It's a longer call as well. So grab your beverage of choice and we will get started with a sticker MLM and their opportunity call.
Well, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. First thing that I'll tell you, my name's Kyle Kimbrough. I guess I should say that.
I'm his wife.
This is my wife, Joey. And I'll just tell you right now, we really value your time. And so if you're on here and you're like, man, I got on here and I don't even know why I'm on here, but I promised a friend of mine that I would do this. We value your time and we're going to be as quick as we possibly can. But I want to tell you this, whoever invited you, they care about you a lot. They really, really care about you. This company and this business and this product has changed our lives. And I don't say that lightly. We hear a lot like, oh, life changing and life. Did you read the testimonies? I mean, look at what's going on here.
And this is just in a few short months.
That's right. So what we have, I genuinely believe with all of my heart, what we have here is one of the most special things that you may ever hear about. And I would just encourage you, give us the next 20, 25 minutes. Let us go through this thing and let us tell you about it. So we're going to give you all the information you need to make a decision tonight. I promise you that. We're not going to leave you hanging, and hopefully get you at least on this patch and let it have the results that, or let you have the results that you're reading about.
And maybe if you're somebody that you're like, hey, I'm just here because my friend like told me they're not going to be my friend anymore if I don't come on this call. Just have an open mind. That was us. I mean, if anyone can relate, probably everybody on this call honestly would raise their hand and be like, yeah, I said I would never do this again, or I wasn't interested, or I was a skeptic, whatever. We can relate to that. So just have an open heart, open ears.
Yeah, open pants, open party. Even the opening of this opportunity call is exchangeable. The person who sent you this link really thought of you and really thinks highly of you. They think about you because you might be a potential paycheck, yes. But you need to be open-minded, you need to try this out. And we've never heard this before, that this could be the most important opportunity ever, because the products are life-changing and the business opportunity is life-changing, and just have an open mind. Exchangeable. Every other opportunity call from every other network marketing company starts like that. People think of you, that's why they sent you the link. People want to make money, that's why they sent you the link. Because it's an opportunity call, it's not a call for customers. Yes, if you don't want to become a consultant, then at least purchase the patches, that's what he said. Then at least in that case, I hope you will wear the patches. Yeah, it won't happen over here. People want to make money, that's why you received the link. It's about them making money, not just about you.
And we'll keep this short and sweet. So
guys, a little bit about us. Joe and I have been in or around direct sales for 18 years. I was in it when I met Joe, had success, got out of it for a while, got into commercial real estate and development, and Joe had 3 businesses of her own, but got back into it. And really, we love this industry. We really do. But I will tell you that when we fell into Lifewave, or when Lifewave found us, guys, we weren't looking for this. Like, not at all. In fact, if you would have asked me the day before I called Devin Robinson, Sarah's husband, who's about to speak, if you would have asked me the day before, hey, do you think maybe you're going to build another direct sales company? I would say, literally, I'll bet a lot of what we've attained in our life that we will never do this again. I just didn't think we would.
And I would have said something even more aggressive.
You would have. Yeah. And so we both feel that way. But here's what happened to us. And then I'm going to turn it over to Sarah. I'm an ex-college athlete, broken as can be, kind of like the Tin Man in my knee and my shoulder. And I was looking at getting stem cell injections. All of my friends were getting them, could no longer.
If you heard that before, my knees are cracking. Yeah, that was what the other distributor mentioned in her post as well. So it looks like they're hooked on the same script. And I also took a look around because I always think I want to switch up my background at some point. And yes, I'm getting a bit distracted sometimes with these calls because they're always the same. Now we're hearing their rags to riches story, their route to success. I don't like their background. It is very beige. I like more colorful things, but I think about switching up my background and also organizing my office differently with a different desk so that I also have a consistent filming setup, because I always have to move my entire office pretty much. I have to move everything from that side of the office over here. I have to remove all of my work equipment, and I would like to have an L-shaped desk, preferably also one where I can change the height, so that's more of an advantage also for my job when I sit there a couple of hours a day and I have to work. So I'm thinking about changing the background. That's why I'm looking around, but it won't be beige because I find that boring. Not connected to the Lifewave opportunity call, but yeah, that's not what the background will or would look like. No, it needs to have a pop of color for me. I'm a colorful person.
But no longer. I have never been able to like play tennis or play basketball with my kids because I can't cut. I'm really broken. And I was finally at a point where I was about to literally fly to Mexico and inject myself with stem cells to be able to play with my kids.
It sounds like the start of a bad story though.
Yeah, but it was Cabo. So Cabo's gotta be cool, right? It's gotta be real in Cabo. I was gonna do that and I remembered, okay, hold on. Now, Devin and Sarah Robinson, who we're about to introduce, you've known Sarah since y'all were 14 years old. You can talk about that later, but we've known them a long time, all right? I mean, Joe's, she's a little bit past 14 today. So we've known them a long time. And they've been in this business for 2 years, and we've never even really asked them about it. But I knew that they loved it. I knew that it was having crazy results. But again, we weren't thinking about this industry. So I finally called Devin. I said, Devin, you got this little thing that you guys wear, this little patch thing, and somebody told me it has something to do with stem cells. You got to tell me what's going on because I need stem cells. Y'all, I'm telling you, in a moment divine from our creator, like instantly, I felt the Lord go, this is what I have been preparing for you and Joe next in y'all's future. And I called him to get info because I didn't want to have to fly to Mexico and get stem cells. 3 hours later, I'm hanging up going, God, you just brought us an opportunity that is almost too big to handle. It is without you, but you brought us something that I've never seen before. And I walk in and I tell you.
Did God think about that? Or was it Lifewave and the distributors who consistently, very likely in their private lives and also connecting with these people, speak about their stem cell stickers? Does that have anything to do with God or with the people around you manipulating to the degree and you keeping your eyes open for something and then you think it's a sign of God? Faith manipulation, also not new on opportunity calls. Exchange the MLM, we find that in every other opportunity call as well. And I hate it.
Well, I didn't know who he was talking to, and he was pacing outside for hours. And I'm like, who is he talking to? I mean, Kyle's a pretty intense person, but like, what is going on? And then he comes in and he tells me, I was talking to Devin, and he did this, and I know what that means. That means that like something's stirring in him, and he wants to do it. And did I not say, you can do this by yourself? Yeah. Good luck, have fun. And obviously, since then, I have been very involved, and this has radically not only changed our lives. Even already financially, but this patch, y'all, I cannot wait for y'all to hear about this. My good friend that Kyle was talking about, Sarah, I've known her since I was 14. And unfortunately, we just didn't like ask or know about the patch for the last couple years prior to us joining. And now that we've been wearing it, we've seen such a change in our lives, but also people that we love dearly. I mean, your grandpa, both your grandparents, like his grandpa who didn't get sleep through the night for 20 plus years is now sleeping through the night. So stuff like that just gets us really, really excited to be able to share this with everyone. We're like, everyone can wear this. Everyone needs this. And so,
yeah, nobody needs this, but this claim of I sleep better, I can sleep through was also one of the script and one of the bullet and talking points in the post before. They do follow the same script. That is interesting.
I am super excited to introduce one of my besties, Sarah. I brag about her a lot. And when people are interested in joining us, I'm like, listen, what you don't know is my upline, who I've known for a really long time. She is the best in the industry. She's more knowledgeable. She's more intense. She will fly anywhere in the world for anybody to do anything. And so I'm excited for y'all to hear from her tonight about specifically the patch. So Sarah, take it away.
Awesome. Yes, awesome. Thank you. Oh, it's just such an honor, and I'm so grateful to be here. I'm grateful for all of your time tonight. I was sitting on the other side of the screen about 2 years ago, July 2022, and just like Joe and Kyle, I was not looking for this. I was not uberly excited about direct sales. It was so funny because 2 years ago, I literally told my husband, I'm never going to do this again. We were very successful in one company from I was 18 till about 25. So we had a great experience, but I thought, this industry went very much social media and influencer route. And that's just not me, right? I could care less if I have a single follower and I don't have a desire to. And I just thought, okay, I've missed the train. It's not going to be for me. And if any of you have felt that. But when I saw this technology and I saw it's the holistic approach to regenerative medicine and regenerative science, which I'm going to get more into in a minute, and I saw that this is a facts-driven company with 80 clinical trials, over 150 patents, facts sell me. And that immediately is something that I was 100% attracted to. And then when I got on Zoom for the first time in July of 2022, I was like, I could do this, right? And it's so funny because today, my husband and I were walking out of the door to go to my daughter's softball game. And unfortunately, our umpire was 45 minutes late. So that's not why my handsome husband isn't sitting next to me. He's still at the softball game. I looked at my husband today walking out of the house and I said, I am never quitting this industry again. There is nothing in this world that can impact so many people and change lives especially when you're in a wellness company on a physical and financial level. And I have never been happier doing anything that we've ever done before in our lives.
She changes her mind rather quickly and very drastically. I will never do this again. I will never stop doing that. How realistic is it? And she was sold on facts. If she was sold on facts, in my opinion, then she wouldn't sell the Patch network marketing products. A patent is not a proof that something works. It means that you have a patent. And the clinical trials, they're not clinical studies. Are they conducted by third-party partners or by the companies themselves? Those can be easily manipulated. So also take a look at the facts, and are they actually reliable and believable?
We're serial entrepreneurs. We've owned over 5 companies in the last couple of years. We're currently operating 3 traditional businesses on top of our Lifewave company. We have 2 young children, 2 young daughters. So to say we're busy is an understatement. So if you're on this phone going, man, I'm just too busy, just listen to me. Give me about 20 minutes, okay? So I'm going to share a little presentation with you. It's basically pretty much the same information that was shared with me a couple years ago when I first started. I love Kendall's little presentation. It's so clean and pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and share hers tonight. So this is what we call it's telling me I'm paused. Can you guys give me a thumbs up that you can see the screen?
Sarah, you're good, and you can hit present on that button if you want, and then just click through.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Hold on. It's being funny on me now. Let's try it one more time. Usually I'm really good with technology. Okay, here we go.
Where's the sign from God here? Maybe God doesn't want you to share this. But in those cases, those are not signs. Okay.
Can you guys see it now?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get there, don't worry. Okay, we're here. Okay.
There you go.
So, let's go ahead and present. And we're gonna go full screen. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is what we call a X39 launch, and it's for Lifewave. This is just a nice, easy way to keep your girl on track because I am obsessed with the science, so I tend to go down the bunny trails. So this is just a really good presentation to keep me on track. The content we're going to talk about tonight, I've already shared a little bit of my story. Joe and Kyle have shared their story, and I'm going to get into the product, the company, the business plan, and how to get started with X39. Okay. All right. So we can still see David Schmidt, right? Everybody can see?
Yeah, so Sarah, you know what? It's not clicking through on the slides.
Okay, let's try this. We're just going to show the...
It is a sign that this opportunity call was not meant to be. Maybe it's a sign from God. Maybe it's a sign from Amari. I don't know where the sign comes from, but maybe that is a sign. Let's also take these signs as signs and not ignore them.
Try it one more time. If it doesn't, I'll share it for you.
Yeah, if you could share the screen, go ahead and do that because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, give me just a sec. I'll just share our screen. We'll go right through it. Sorry about that.
Hey, see guys, if I can do this, you can do it. So the first thing we're going to talk about basically is...
But you cannot do it. That's the thing. And also don't define for other people if they have enough time and if they're able to organize their lives. Not everybody wants to run 300,000 businesses, have a gazillion children, and then do Lifewave or any other network marketing company on top. Stop defining that for people. Let people define that themselves.
What we're going to talk about basically is David Schmidt, this amazing man right here. I have had the opportunity to meet David Schmidt several times in the last 2 years on a personal level. I can email this busy man who has our business in 82 countries. He emails me back within 2 minutes.
Yeah, then he's not that busy. Is he German? Ugh, I hate it when a lot of the most ridiculous health and wellness MLMs, they're founded or they have their products from German companies or German scientists. Alternative medicine is also big in this country, and there's a lot that is not snake oil. There are a lot of treatments that actually stem from Germany decades ago, centuries ago, that hold worth and value, but I'm always flabbergasted. The dirt MLM, as I think Savannah Marie called it back then, the person who ran that company also got his education from Germany. And I think you're giving us a bad name. Stop it. I will have to research David Schmidt now and see if he's German. And if he is, then I apologize. And if not, then I don't apologize. Within 2 hours, his passion is truly to be in a lab coat. Before Lifewave, David Schmidt was a 2-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. He was at Cambridge's Who's Who for his work in biochemistry, and he owned a science lab on the outskirts of a military base where he built metal combustion engines, oxygen systems, and survival equipment for the military. Can you even? So his
When he created this technology that we're talking about tonight, it wasn't to start a company. It was to help create survival equipment for some of the best armed forces in our military. Basically, for the Navy SEALs, they were manning one-man's mini submarines, and they had no access to light for over 72 hours, and they had to stay awake, one man in a submarine. They brought David Schmidt in because they saw his work in biochemistry and said, we need a natural way for these Navy SEALs to have more energy. So they brought David on board. His contract lasted for 2 years. He created our first patch, which is called the Energy Enhancer Patch, which basically uses the power of phototherapy with the light that the Navy SEALs would emit, reflected light in specific wavelengths, and it would tell their brain to upregulate oxygen in the blood. That's simple. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's pretty simple, and I'm going to get more into that in a minute. The patches work. They still use a form of the technology today. 9/11 happened. They redirected their funds into the war, took it from survival equipment. David Schmidt went off and said, I have to bring this technology to the world. He shopped different markets, but after getting his foot in the door with the Olympic arena, and it just caught fire with word of mouth, and understanding that this technology has a story. You can't just go stick this on a shelf and expect it to sell itself, or expect doctors to sit in their office and sell it to all their clients. This technology has a story. He decided to go the direct sales route in 2004. We launched Lifewave. We did $17 million in our first year.
I can confirm he's not German. Lucky. Dodged that bullet. He decided it had a story, and that's why it had to be sold via network marketing. That is stupid. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. If you have a product that is life-changing, that does all of the things that she claims it does, then you could put it on the shelves and it would just sell itself. If it was medicine or alternative medicine, you could give it to the doctors and they would be able to easily sell that as well. And if this patch really worked, guess who would have their greedy pharmaceutical hands in it? Yes, but they don't. And why? Very likely because it doesn't work. That's what I believe. Let's be very honest here. Big pharma has their hands in everything that can make money. It is a corrupt industry many times. It's a pricey industry. It's still an industry that makes a gazillion dollars, a gazillion euros. It's an industry that would have their hands in these products. You can be sure about that. Bayer would have released those patches by now if they actually worked.
So 2004, that makes us a 20-year legacy company. We just celebrated our 20th year this year, so super exciting. He has now acquired, that number is actually wrong. He's acquired over 150 patents in the last 20 years. He is also like I said, a scientist and inventor and the owner and CEO of Lifewave. He specializes in age reversal on a cellular level. Many of our patches are peptide patches. That's really where he focuses his attention, because peptides are the molecules that your body uses for regeneration. Specifically tonight, we're going to talk about the X39, which is hands down our flagship patch. In 2008, after creating some new patches for Lifewave, he decided to really focus and hone in on stem cell research. Our company currently has done over 10 years of stem cell research, okay? And after 10 years and $4.5 million in development, David Schmidt launched the X39 patch in 2020, right in the middle of COVID, and that's really what's taken our company to the next level. You can go to the next slide. Okay, so what I love about our company,
and she's admitting to that, in one of the most fearful times in recent years with the pandemic scare, that's when this one took off, because of the product and also because it's a network marketing company. That's not a good sign. It just shows what a predatory shit show this is. Pardon my language, but it's a shit show.
what I love about our company is the first direct sales company I was a part of, it was a wellness brand. I am obsessed with all things wellness. This fits who I am. That is on brand for me. I juice, I work out, I take all the holistic things. I try to stay away from chemicals. And so when I saw that this technology was a pioneer brand in the wellness space, I was extremely attracted, because my first company, we were a wellness company that was bringing a specific fruit to America for the first time, but you can't patent fruit. What David Schmidt has done is he is a pioneer in wearable phototherapy that activates dormant stem cells. and it's patented. So we have exclusivity. This patent right here has 16 years left on it. So no one in the industry, in the world, in the United States can create or sell a patch that does what our patch does. Like, how exciting is that? We are a pioneer company with exclusivity. This is a 31-page patent. I'm not going to bore you tonight and read through the whole thing, but we can send it to you, or you can go to thisisitinfo.com and click on patents and you can read through it yourself. But a little excerpt from it and some things that we were gained claims through is it says right here, embodiments as a result of elevating copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, improvements of energy, and elevation of antioxidants. Like, I mean, can you even? Those are actual things that we prove with our patent. So go ahead, please. Okay, so what's the stem cell, right? I keep telling you, we have 10 years of research in stem cells. Stem cells are your body's master cell, okay? Every single cell in your body comes from an active operating stem cell. The fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age, the slower you heal. Did you know that if you were in your 30s, you have officially entered midlife? Okay, the average age expectancy right now in the United States is 73 years old. Okay, so by the age of 30, 50% of your stem cells are dormant. Remember in your 20s, you thought nothing could hurt you. In your 30s, you start to blow your back out, you start to get the crow's feet, you start to forget what you walked in the room with. That is your stem cells starting to go dormant. By the age of 60, you have almost no stem cell activity at all. But the beauty and the way that God made us is our stem cells do have the ability to reactivate and get back to work. So next slide, please. So how does the X39 work? Okay, the X39 is a proprietary form of phototherapy. If you're not familiar with phototherapy, that's getting really, really hot right now. Phototherapy lands in the regenerative medicine realm. Okay, so we have Western medicine, which is your pharmaceuticals, your hospitals, your doctors. Then you have Eastern medicine, which is your Chinese medicine, holistic approach, integrative medicine. Right in the middle is regenerative medicine, where all of the money and investments is being pumped and where biohacking, everyone's talking about it, everyone's doing it. Regenerative medicine, phototherapy falls in that category, okay? We use the power of phototherapy. So the most organic form of phototherapy is when you go out into the sun, our bodies naturally elevate vitamin D from a specific wavelength of light from the sun. Another wavelength of light from the sun elevates melanin in the skin, which makes us more tan, but also protects us from dangerous rays, also causes vision, different things like that. So, so phototherapy is a very powerful way to elevate naturally occurring biochemicals in the body. Basically, what our patch does is if you look, I have one right here on my wrist. In the middle of this patch, there's a little white circle. That white circle is a patented nanocrystal technology. These aren't hippie crystals. This is science, okay? We grow these crystals in a lab. We grow them with organic salts, sugars, and amino acids. They are then encased inside the patch. So nothing from the patch penetrates the skin. This was hot for me, okay? No drugs, chemicals, or stimulants.
If you are a medical professional and you want to chime in here on the medical side, on the scientific side, please feel free to do so. But those claims sound utterly bogus and like snake oil to me. Also, how do those patches stick on your skin? Very likely with a chemical. For people who try to reduce chemicals, maybe don't put a sticker on your body that is stuck on your body because of a chemical. Feel free to chime in if you're a medical professional and if you have medical knowledge.
Nothing goes in or out of the skin. It's only reflecting light. Did you know all plants, animals, and human beings, we emit light on the infrared spectrum? Okay, so basically what this patch is doing is when you put it on your body like this, my light leaves my body, the patch absorbs my light, and then it's going to reflect a very specific wavelength of light that tells my brain to upregulate a naturally occurring copper peptide. It's called the GHK copper peptide. When I was young and in my 20s and even younger, my body had the ability to upregulate this peptide, add significance. But as we age, we lose that ability. This is basically just turning that light switch back on, okay? Once you elevate this peptide in the body, we are 100% clinically proven to do that within 7 days of wearing this patch, that's when your stem cells start to become active again. Another thing that I love is it's non-invasive, right? So it doesn't interfere with medications, treatments you're on, but I do want to say we are registered with the FDA as a general wellness product. All right. We are not a drug, a chemical, a stimulant, or a medical device. So we do not claim or intend to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any medical disease. This is just to help your body operate at a higher level. Next slide, please. Okay. So what are some benefits of the X39? We have found from our studies that these are all the benefits that people have experienced in our studies from the X39. But I also call this the testimony page, because every single person that I know that has stayed consistent, listen, you guys go through the comments right now in the chat, look at all of those testimonies. We have our one patch wonders. About 80% of people feel something within the first 2 weeks, but most people need at least 90 days. So I like to underpromise and let that patch over deliver. If I was your medical professional who was patching their patients, most of our medical professionals will tell people you need to wear this patch minimum 1 month for every decade you've been alive. Okay. So I know we love that microwave society. I know we love the quick fix. This is helping the body turn on its own processes so you can have optimal health. What is optimal health? It's a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, okay? So we beg you, please wear this for minimum 90 days. If you can go longer, go longer. So what are some benefits? Increased strength. I have experienced that on every single level, and I continue to. The longer I wear it, this patch has a compound effect. So the longer you wear it, the better the results, okay? Even 2 years later, this is something where I didn't like peak and then I'm like, I'm just gonna wear it because it feels good. I continue to get better and better results. Reduced inflammation. That's, if you want to know the medical side of that, this copper peptide through that pathway also elevates your body's natural production of glutathione by 30%, which helps lower inflammation. Increased stamina. Go ahead and start working out about 2 weeks after this patch. You're going to be like, I haven't worked out that hard in 2 years. All right. Increased stamina. You'll be scrubbing every baseboard in your house. Energy and vitality. This was shown in our studies to almost instantly increase your body's natural energy flow, okay? We're messing our energy flows up with not enough sleep at night and caffeine. This is shown to almost immediately improve your natural energy flow. And I know Joe's got a great testimony on that too, because she's very sensitive to caffeine. Mental clarity, I'm going to show you a study next. Restored muscle and skeletal conditions. This copper peptide is used massively in the aesthetic world because it has such an effect on collagen production. So if you're looking to elevate collagen, we actually have an anti-aging doctor who's on our team who said in his medical opinion, he does not think there's any other pill, skin treatment, or powder that can elevate collagen like this natural human copper peptide can in the body. Improvements of sleep and improved skin appearances. Next slide, please.
These are all of the points we have heard before as well. Every other supplement does exactly that. And I had to look it up, but this network marketing company, Lifewave, is one of the worst ones so far from the pitches I have heard, from the testimonials, the subjective individual testimonials that prove nothing. And I made a video, the German-speaking video, about a company called Healy, founded by a German dude, unfortunately, and it is snake oil, just like this one. And I think these two at the moment are the worst one for me. They both surprise operate as network marketing companies, but Healy has like a nano iPod, and it gives you certain frequencies, and that is why you're able to do all of these things as well. You can purchase a lot of pricey products and a lot of pricey programs. We will take a look at the pricing. Hopefully they will mention that as well. It is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, and unfortunately so predatory, because some people believe this and will believe that the benefits of X39 of this patch will also do wonders for them, because they're surrounded by people who claim that it did wonders for them as well. And in the end, a lot of these people might even believe that themselves, but it is targeted towards people who are sick, who are ill, and that always makes me very, very sad, and I do hope that not a lot of people fall into that trap. If you use this for overall well-being, the likelihood of you losing a lot of money if you want to join as a distributor, the chances are there that you're going to lose a lot of money. That in itself is not great. But if you do that because you believe you can actually heal your ailings, then that is absolutely horrible and is a double whammy for me. And that's why the health and wellness network marketing companies are just really, really bad, because they not only trick you with the products, but also with a business opportunity.
Okay, so long-term results according to our case studies, which again, you can find them at thisisitinfo.com. Within the first few days, over 4,000 genes begin to reset. That's connected to DNA repair. Within 6 weeks, brain becomes balanced. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. And within 6 months, heart begins to reverse in age. We actually did a vascular study, the mean vascular age, and your vascular age is directly correlated to your cardiovascular health. So some really cool things, and you can go read through these studies if that's what makes you tick. My husband was just like, hey, we got studies, we got patents, let's go. Me, I like to read that stuff. So whether you want to do a deep dive or a quick scan, go to thisisitinfo.com. My favorite comment that David Schmidt has ever made, so some things like I just have to hear it once and I go, wow, that makes sense, right? Anti-aging, that's all we heard for like the last couple of decades, right? Anti-aging is stopping the aging process. What I love about what our patches do and what the goal of our patches is, it's age reversal on a cellular level.
For her, it might be the most powerful quote. For me, it is the most ridiculous quote. If you ever have a professional tell you these things, run the other way. Anti-aging doesn't stop aging. It is designed to slow down aging. We all age, and that will never stop. When somebody tells you that they can reverse age, shut the door in their face and save your money and save yourself, honestly.
Okay, this is repairing on a cellular level through this elevation of this copper peptide, the human GHK copper peptide. So there is no more powerful peptide that you can put in your body than the one that your body naturally makes. Next one, please. Okay, now how do you wear the patches? I love this. They're simple. They are simple to wear. I buy all the things, the lotions, the potions, the vitamins,
Those pictures always crack me up. Are you supposed to wear them on your genitals? Isn't that uncomfortable? Can you wear them somewhere else, please? That makes it even more ridiculous.
I try to juice as much as I can, but life gets busy. Out of anything I have done in my last 15 years, I've never been more consistent with anything like I have with the X39 because it is simple yet effective. I put my patches right next to my coffee maker because that's the first thing I do in the morning. I put my X39 behind my neck, or you could put it 2 inches below your belly button. David Schmidt picked these 2 spots.
Okay, so below your belly button, not on your genitals. One question though, if this patch is supposed to be so energizing, why does she still drink coffee in the morning close to her patch? Because then in that case, you don't really need it, huh? Kind of odd.
These 2 spots, because all of our studies were controlled studies, so they had to be put on the same exact spot on all of the participants. But this is systemic. So if you have a bad shoulder or a bad elbow or a bad knee, feel free to slap it right on that bad boy. I just like it on the back of my neck because I'm a good rule follower, and David said it was his favorite spot. Okay, so you're gonna put it on the back of your neck in the morning or somewhere else, wear it for 12 hours during the day. After 12 hours, you're going to take that patch off, throw it away, rest and repair for 12 hours at night, and then again, repeat the next day with a brand new patch. A sleeve of patches is a 30-day supply. You can wear more than one at a time. Some people swear by it. I wear one X39, but some people swear by it. And drink plenty of water. There's 3 things that I suggest that you do to get optimal results. Don't quit, right? Wear it minimum 90 days, or if a doctor was telling you 1 month for every decade you've been alive at minimum, okay? Drink plenty of water. Water is an element in the body that moves energy. This is communicating through your electrical and energy system. And if you can, you don't have to, add a good quality electrolyte daily. My favorite's Celtic sea salt. I know Kendall has a great electrolyte that she supports as well.
I'm surprised though that they're promoting drinking water because that's also a chemical. So if you want to drink a chemical-free life, why are we drinking coffee and chemicals then? And electrolytes are also chemicals. Everything is a chemical.
Or coconut water, just a good natural electrolyte, because that's going to help the patches just work a little bit better. So what I love about the X39 is it is so sophisticated, yet so simple. When someone says, okay, Sarah, so what does all of that mean? This is a phototherapy technology that reflects my own light in specific wavelengths. It elevates a copper peptide that activates my stem cells. It's that simple. No drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. The testimonies, like I said, please go read through the chats. You can read a bunch of them right there. We 100% stand by that this doesn't heal, treat, or cure anything. It's the body doing the work. But the best thing about X39 is it absolutely works. It works. If you put this patch on,
Of course it does. We've never heard that before either. This is not snake oil. This works. And you gotta believe it because it's on a presentation. Here's my thing. If you have to write it on a presentation that it works, that it's not a scam, then I don't believe you because you wouldn't have to write it then and there. You know what David Schmidt wouldn't need if he had actually a product that works, in my opinion? He wouldn't need to operate as a network marketing company with people like this, trying to sell these products, trying to give it integrity, trying to give the testimonials that it's working for them personally, but we cannot say it cures, we're not diagnosing anyone. Then he would just have it on shelves and the products would fly off the shelves. If that thing really worked to improve sleep, to reverse age, and now we're all toddlers again, waddling through the streets of our homes. A kind of scary thought. That's like a horror movie. But if it gives you energy and if it does everything on a stem cell level, then it would be on the shelves. Then it would be in doctors' offices. And then we wouldn't be on an opportunity call with Wave Life Huns trying to sell us this crap.
it works. If you put this patch on, I've had someone unfortunately didn't feel a thing for 6 months. They went and got their blood work done and said, this is the best blood work I've had in 20 years. Okay. So whether or not you're feeling it, it is causing physical change in the body by elevation of this peptide. So our goal for you is just to get started, trust the process, and enjoy the benefits of the X39.
And if you just believe in it and you make extra changes to your life, then ignore those changes you make to your life. Why maybe your blood work is better after 6 months, although you don't feel anything. Just believe it is the patch and surround yourself with like-minded people who will tell you it's the patch. But we're not diagnosing anyone. We're not.
Okay, next slide. Again, this is it info. Please go there, fact check me all you want. We've got great doctor reviews, David Schmidt giving some presentations. We've got a brand new video up that corporate just released, all the studies, go check out all the info there. Now, when I first got into this, what really motivated me is we were starting to get a little financially tight. And Devin was telling me that, hey, listen, you might need to consider, we had just sold a company and we didn't know what to do next. He's like, you might have to go back to work. If things are going the way they're going, you might have to go back and get a job. I haven't worked for someone since like, I don't know, it's been a long time. And that scared me. I didn't want to be away from my kids. So for me, what this business represented, the business side of this, and why I really did kind of dive in and look at it, is my time freedom. I don't chase money, I chase time. My time with my kids, they're little, they're young. That is something for me that is the #1 currency.
I don't chase money, I chase time with my family. But you're chasing money because you had financial issues after selling a company and you needed money to stay home with your children, so you're chasing money. It's about the money. And we've not heard those claims ever before in any other opportunity call either, right? It's the first time we're actually hearing this.
And that is exactly what this business has given me in the last 2 years, is I have freedom of time. But what makes you tick? Is it security, travel? I've traveled more in the last 2 years than I have in the last 15. Okay. Is it for you? Better health, less debt, right? What makes you tick? This business can impact everyone in their own way. And that's what I love about this, is if you figure out what you're looking for, this Lifewave can give you the answer to that. So next slide, please. I want to talk a little bit on timing, because timing is so important.
It's always super important. And if you have a problem, then we have the solution. Whatever the problem is. We've also never heard that before. Or that timing is essential in network marketing. Gee, I wonder what she's going to say.
You can join. There's thousands of network marketing companies out there, right?
Well, a little less now. I think it's a year after they recorded that. Yeah, it's about a year after they recorded that opportunity call. It's a lot less now.
I've been a part of 3 of them. But you can only move as fast as the train you're on. And you also have to look at trends. We are a 20-year-old legacy company. But listen to these numbers. From 2004, when we were launched, to 2021, we only did about $20 to $25 million a year in sales. And that's as we're expanding into many countries, okay? They launched the X39 in 2020, right through COVID. 2022, our team joined this company. With the X39 and our team, we were able to help the company reach $320 million in sales in 2022. In 2023, we ended at 430, and David Schmidt just told us at convention last month, we are over $600 million in sales. 60 to 80% of the company's sales is with the X39. So we have other patches, they're wonderful, but we talk about one thing. Can you imagine if I talked about 9 patches today? You'd be so overwhelmed, right? We have one thing that works well that everybody needs, okay? And it is causing a disruption in the regenerative medicine stem cell arena, okay? So we are pioneers with exclusivity. We're open in over, that number is wrong, we got to change it, 82 countries now and expanding into more this year. We're not a Me Too product, okay? I love all the products. I buy all the products. I honestly, in my opinion, feel that direct sales has some of the best wellness products in the world. Cleaning products, I buy the makeups, I buy all of the things. But I never had a desire to work for those companies because you're competing with each other. I have skincare, me too. I have weight loss, me too. I have supplements, me too. We stand in our own category. And that's something that I really, really love. And that makes me feel really special with this company.
You might have something that you claim is specific to this company, but the results of what this supplement does is something that every other network marketing company and every other supplement claims. So it's not outstanding. And besides that, you're also competing with every single person in that company, in Lifewave, because they're all your competitors. You're competing a lot. You're competing with reputable companies, with reputable products that don't operate in network marketing. You are competing with other network marketing companies who claim that they have products with the same results. And then you're also competing within Lifewave. It's a lot of competition.
I feel like I'm at home. Okay, next slide. Now, with that being said, I'm going to now bring Joe and Kyle. And I'm so sorry you guys couldn't hear from my husband tonight. That umpire ruined it for him. But I'm going to go ahead and bring Joe and Kyle on. It has been an absolute honor to be able to work with them the last, I think it's been about 5 or 6 months, and just get ready for what they're about to give you and sit tight because you're going to want to jump through the screen when they're done. So thank you guys for your time. God bless you. And I look forward to meeting every single one of you.
Sarah.
You want to jump through the screen and strangle them? Is that it? Maybe, with all of these health claims. And no, I don't condone violence. Let's not strangle anyone. Thank you.
I learn something new every single time you speak. Actually, I learn about 15 new things, but 1 sticks. And so I'm just, every 15 times I'll have 15 new things. Thank you so much for sharing. Guys, I want to tell you something. Let's go back to product for just a minute, okay? I literally could not play tennis, could not play basketball, could not do anything with my kids 3 weeks after wearing this patch. I have been an avid tennis player with them. Like, I run like I haven't ran. I get in the gym. My shoulder doesn't hurt anymore. Tyler just texted me and he's like, hey, what if I can now bench 405 and run a 5K? So how about that? He couldn't do that before. Tyler Weldon.
You did come home from a run last week and you're like, babe, this is crazy, but in 18 years, I've never been able to run without my knee like really, really hurting and bothering me. I just went on a run and I didn't even have a thought about my knee because it didn't have, there was no pain at all.
The product stands alone. And here's what, Sarah, this is my favorite stat on the product. Okay, 96% of people have a testimony in 90 days. If you give this product 90 days, you are most likely to have a testimony. Okay, that's how effective this thing is. All right, now product is it. Okay, Sarah talked about timing. The timing is...
But then in that case, you also have to wear 90 of the patches. They're very likely pricey. Some people, they need to wait up to 6 months until they feel a result. Imagine that. You wear that patch for 12 hours, then you take it off, and the next morning you do the same thing. But you can also wear multiple on different parts of your body in case you need support there as well. You will spend a lot of money on these ridiculous patches. That is extremely pricey. I hope they go over the prices as well. But if you get a sleeve with 30 patches in them, good luck trying to not end up in debt with this network marketing company.
Product is it. Okay, Sarah talked about timing. The timing is perfect in this business. She showed you about product. The product is untouched, unmatched, patented. Guys, no, I should probably take this off too. I'll be up till midnight.
Everybody take your patches off.
Everybody take your patches off. No one else, if I can get it off, no one else on the planet has this little thing. Do you realize that? Like, do you understand how important that is?
Is it hard to get it off? Is maybe the chemical glue that makes it stick on your skin, is it too powerful? Is that it?
Understand how important that is. No one can duplicate us. No one can do what we're doing. They have to come through us in order to get this. And 96% of people that get their hands on this have a transformational testimony. Like, it's a big deal. Timing is a big deal. Sarah told you about that. Pay is a big deal. Okay. I get really passionate about comp plans because we've been around this industry a while, and I love when comp plans will like blow your mind. And this one here doesn't even make sense. It blows your mind. It's so lucrative. Let me explain this very briefly. Okay. When you get started inside of this business, you are going to build a left team and a right team. We call it the binary. Okay. Bi meaning like two, right? 1, 2, left, right. You're going to sign somebody up on your left, sign somebody up on your right. We're going to start building this thing. 2 teams is all. This is about getting it started. It's not about signing up 400 people. This is about let's get this thing started. Then as your business grows, it grows depth-wise. Meaning every time somebody joins, if Joe and I go and personally sponsor someone today, we have to put them on the bottom of one of our 2 legs where every single person above them benefits from everything they do. Imagine you being in because you just said, yeah, I want to try this product, and you have a Tyler and Kendall Weldon that all of a sudden pop in on your team underneath you. Overnight, your life has changed forever. That's what I love about this comp plan. Without getting into too much detail, one person can change your life forever. Forever. And it doesn't even have to be somebody that you brought into this business. That's the crazy thing about what we're doing here with the binary, building a left leg and a right leg. Now, listen, I know it says this number and you think this is crazy, earn up to $25,000 a week from the binary. That's where you max out on team commissions. This is one way we get paid. I'm going to show you another one in just a minute. And I know that's crazy. There are people on this call doing that and more. I will tell you right now, but forget about that for a minute. Guys, what if we could do 10% of that? What if we could get you in the next 9, 10 months, 11, 12 months to do 10% of that? How about $2,500 a week? What if you do 5% of that? What if you made, $1,250 a week? What if you took home an extra 70 grand from Lifewave on just team commissions? Like, do you understand how not maxing this thing out and just doing a few percent is life-changing? Let's go to the next slide. I'm sorry, I have to do it like this. I can't blow it up or I'll lose it. Here's another way we get paid. You get paid on team commissions. All that is volume. Every time somebody joins on either one of your legs, it equates to volume, and we get paid on our team commissions through volume. Okay. Second way we get paid, unlimited executive check matching. Now, when we saw this is where this is a lot of phone calls back and forth to Devin and Sarah going, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, do we understand this right? When you personally sponsor somebody into this business, they're your level 1. Every single time they get paid on their team commissions, which I know we just said you can earn up to $25,000 a week. Every time they get paid, you make 25% of that paycheck. Can you imagine? Can you imagine signing up somebody and them going out and earning, $1,000 a week in team commissions and you getting 25% of that, $250? What if you sponsored 10 people or 20 or hundreds, like a lot of people on this call have done? What if your first people that you sponsor, your level 1s, when they go out and sponsor people, that's your level 2. On your level 2, when those people get paid on team commissions, once again, you make 20%, not once again, you make 20% of every paycheck that they get on team commissions. And the same is true on your level 3. This right here is unlimited. You can take this right here and you can make well north of the numbers that we're talking about just on unlimited check matching. Guys, this is a game changer when it comes to our industry. This pay plan, the way it's a binary, and we're working as a family. As soon as you get in, you have your spot, and then Lord willing, people can start growing underneath you, whether you do anything or not, Lord willing, right? Because you have your spot in the binary, and the next person on that leg has to go below you, and then you check match people. This is why I really believe this, and I'm gonna exit this if you don't mind.
I don't mind. So it's about recruiting a lot of people that are then on your left and on your right leg, and you can benefit of the efforts of the people on your team. That is truly unheard of. That has never been done before in network marketing either, that you're able to benefit of the people, their purchase and their sales. That's really revolutionary in network marketing. And also the product. Just took a quick look as well. There are a gazillion patch supplement products and companies available, and you can easily purchase them online if you're interested in that. There are, just a quick search, there are collagen patches, sleep patches, energy patches, and they cost a fraction of this. So they don't have the authority and the exclusivity when it comes to patches. Maybe the technology behind that is what they have the patents for, and that's why others are not allowed to replicate that. But patches are on the market and have been on the market for a good while already. So if that is truly interesting to you, yet again, you do not even need to buy into a network marketing company. You can get those products online from a non-network marketing company for a lot less.
Because we just need to talk. and then I'm going to turn this thing over. Tyler and Kendall, y'all are up, and we'll let you close it out. There are very few times in life where you come across an opportunity that has the potential to not just like help, but radically change your family's future for generations to come. And you're like, oh, that's really dramatic, Kyle. Generations to come. Yeah, that's how dramatic of what's happening over here with this business. That is literally what is taking place. People's lives inside of this company, because again, Sarah talked about timing and product and the pay. Everything has aligned and it's perfect. And I just want to encourage you, if you're looking at this for the first time tonight, I promise you the patch, I believe with all of my heart, will give you results. I also guarantee you that if you get involved in this company and you become a part of this team and you get to have people like Devin and Sarah and Tyler and Kendall and a whole bunch of people on here that I won't even start naming, and you surround yourself with those people, guys, whether you do anything in this business or not, you will be a better person. You will be a better person for hanging out with these people, because these are some of the greatest people that we've ever had the opportunity to do life with, okay? But
that is delusional. I'm sorry, the guy is delusional. And you have to be, I think, in network marketing. Now, a year after, this MLM hasn't blown up yet. So how well did that perform? They're still sending out an old opportunity call. They cannot even record a new one to send that out when you reach out to people on social media. How well are you actually doing?
But what if you are listening to this right now and you do have a little something inside of you going, this sounds really good. And these are a lot of great testimonies, and I could use an extra $500 a week. That would be, again, we talk week here, right? Like that would be life-changing to me. Well, what if all of us together combined working as a family can help you go do that? Because I can tell you story after story after story of faces I'm looking at and names that I'm looking at on this call, and many that aren't on here, that are doing that and well north of that have drastically already surpassed in just a few months their full-time income, their full-time business revenue, and beyond. Drastically. This company is changing people's lives. You always hear in direct sales about, man, you remember, like, talk about a legacy company and go, can you imagine being in and like, when that company was on the rise, 20 years ago, and like all of those people that you hear about, our upline, Steve and Gina Merritt, they made 175 millionaires in their last company because they went through a wave with momentum. Devin and Sarah were some of those. They made 8 figures in this industry. Kendall and Tyler made 8 figures, like just a lot of money. But again, none of that matters. With all due respect to all of them, what matters is you. What matters is your family. And I just want you to know that Joe and I and Devin and Sarah, Kendall, Tyler, everybody, we have a heart to serve y'all. We have a heart to help you get what you want out of this business, as little as you think it is, or as big as you think it is, that you can't even hardly say it out loud because it's so big. This vehicle can provide that for you.
It's not a vehicle, it's a network marketing company, and I gotta give him something. He is quite the storyteller, very brainwashed. Very likely wanting to brainwash other people, and yet again pointing out the tippity top people who have allegedly made so much money. How much money do the people, on average, make in that company? We don't have an income disclosure statement. Maybe tell us that, how likely it is that you're able to make money. How likely is it that people are even able to make a profit? That's what I would like to know for starters.
Can provide that for you. And I just want you to know that. Do you want to say anything, Dave? Sorry.
No,
I'm turning over to them.
It's so good. I mean, it's truly like, it's been a joy for us to be a part of this. We were up on stage, got this crazy award last time, and we got up there and I was like, I just feel like this is an answered prayer. And I feel like we're right where we're supposed to be with the family we're supposed to be doing with this with. And so whether you need help with just a patch in your health, or maybe you know somebody, or maybe you go, yeah, $500 a week or $50,000 a week would sure help my family. We're seeing it. And that's what's been so cool. So
Yep.
Tyler.
So Tyler and Kendall. So this is why this is a dream come true, because Devin and Sarah, that about their success, we told you. Tyler and Kendall have the exact same almost success as far as how much they've earned in this industry. But you're getting, like, we're able to do this every day with not only like powerful leaders that are, listen to me, some of the best. How many people do you know that's made that kind of money in direct sales? I know a few, and 2 of them are talking tonight, right? Like, we get to do this every day with them. But beyond all of that, Again, what does this industry provide? It gives you the opportunity to go love and serve a whole lot of people. And if you do it well with a really big heart and a servant type leadership heart posture, then that's what happens. That's a byproduct of you doing a good job leading and serving. Tyler and Kendall have done a phenomenal job for a long time in this industry, leading with their hearts. Tyler, Kendall, please come on and share.
Hi. It's just me.
But it's not about the money. That's why we're pointing out how successful these people are, but none of that is relevant. We're so successful. They're so successful. This is, financially speaking, the best MLM because we have the best timing and the best product, and that's why you can make the most money. But it's not about the money. Be a server. Be a steward. Be a good Christian. Reach out to other people. Help them with their health. Make a lot of money, but it's not about the money. Do you hear yourself? It is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm flabbergasted that people fall for this. And it is so sad when they do and spend a lot of money on this crap and on this business opportunity and have high hopes that these stupid patches will help them with anything.
Tyler, he got stuck putting the kids to bed. So hi, everyone. I'm Kendall. Been in this industry a very long time, failed miserably in 5 companies, you guys, made $0. And then by the 6th company, we end up completely turning around our life and really, making it work. And it completely changed our life, you guys. So the reason why I looked into Lifewave is because we got started on these patches just as customers. And Tyler's dad was actually in the hospital for 30 days on life support. And basically he walked into the ER with congestive heart failure, and he died 3 times. And right there, and they put him on life support. So he was there for 30 days. By the grace of God, he got out of the hospital. But as soon as he got out of the hospital, he was on dialysis and on Lasix and on like 13 other medications. We decided to patch him because a friend of the family said, hey, you guys need to use these patches. And this was while he was in the hospital. So we started using the patches. He got out of the hospital. We patched him immediately. And this is what had me sign up in this business, you guys. He lost 17 pounds of fluid in 1 week after patching him with X39. When that happened, and I've been in this industry a long time, I completely understand network marketing. I started researching everything, researching the owner, who's David Schmidt, right? We know about him and how amazing he is. I started researching the compensation plan. I looked at the leadership within this company. And what really surprised me and had me say, absolutely, I'm doing this, is the system that they have in place. So I want to share my screen real quick because I want you guys to see this.
And that is the sad testimonial that I spoke about before. Using your father-in-law, disregarding the treatment he got in hospital on life support, the medication, the treatments he got, the medical treatments he got. And the reason why he's doing a lot better now is because of the patches. Because you patched him with those stupid overpriced stickers, and that is why a week later he lost a lot of fluid. That is not something that happened because of the treatments before and because he recovered afterwards. It is because of the patches. And that is the delusion and the ridiculousness that a lot of people in network marketing work with. And that is so dangerous. Stop it.
If you have never done network marketing before, this is perfect for you. Okay. I have people I've signed up over 600 people already in the last 5 months. And we have a lot of people who've never done direct sales before. So if you're looking at this and you're like, well, all the people that are talking tonight are saying they've done network marketing before, so that's why they're successful. I could bring on plenty of people on here who have never done this before, who are making a lot of money in this business right now, okay? And helping a lot of people. And it's because we have simplified it with a system, okay? So this is the Pro Strategy system. This is how we work our business. We introduce people to the patch, we follow up with them, and we invite them to an opportunity called Just Like This, okay? So it's really, really simple. And then we have these 2 websites. This is it, info.com, which you heard them talking about earlier. So anytime you have someone interested in the patch and they say, what is it? And you're like, I don't know what it is. I just know I love it and it works, right? You can send them this website, have them watch the first 2 videos, and then have them watch testimonials on how, what people's experiences are with the patches so they can hear it from more people than just you, okay? Then If you're ready to work this business and run, and by the way, before you even join, you can get on both of these websites and check it out before you click join now, okay? This is it team.com is our training website. So we have onboarding, we have a 10-step system on exactly what to say and do and how to work your business. So you don't have to figure this out. And so when I saw this system in place, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like, I'm holding millions of dollars in my hand right now, basically, is how I felt when I saw these systems, because now I feel confident that I can sign anybody up. There are people that are over 80 years old at the top of this company.
Lord, please leave the elderly alone. And this is a system that convinced her. It's not a system, it's opportunity calls, an outdated one on top of that, with a lot of technical error. Maybe we should have redone that one. And pointing people towards websites because you're not able to explain to them what the patch actually does. But when you're a salesperson for that patch, for those products, then you should also be ultimately educated what that means. She was able to sign up 600 people in the first couple of months because she was a leader in Monate, and a lot of people were infuriated with the company, the route the company went, what the founder at the time said when he really degraded former network marketers within the company. They left to another MLM and he really shat on them. Paychecks are down, people are making less and less money. There was controversy about the products themselves in Monate. So that's why she was able to recruit a lot of people, former people from Monate, other people from the industry who felt bad for her, and probably also customers. How many of the people though that she recruited, how many of them are actually successful? How many of them are actually able to sell and to build a team and are not actively losing money? That is yet again the thing that I would like to know, because that would be the interesting part.
Who've made millions of dollars, you guys, okay? So anyone can do this. And I felt so confident that when I joined this business, I could sign people up and plug them into the system and duplicate myself, right? Because people don't duplicate, systems do, okay? And the whole point of this is to create residual income for yourself if you're looking at this as a business. And this is how it works. The other thing I want to mention to you guys is we have a trip to Punta Cana that you can earn right now, or Punta Mita, sorry, we just got back from Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. We all earned this trip. I had a ton of people there who had never done network marketing who earned this trip and went, and it was a serious blast. But Punta Mita, Mexico, right now, they just launched the qualifications. So if you want to go on a vacation that is paid for by the company, do this, you guys, jump in. Like, we have people join all day long just for the trips. Like, they hear a free trip and they're like, I want to do this, I'm going. So,
but it's not a free trip and you shouldn't advertise it as such. Hello, compliance expert over here coming through. Those are not free trips. Those are not vacations that the company pays for. You have to work for these. What are the requirements you have to fulfill? How much people do you need to recruit, and what do you need to sell? And how do the people on your team, what do they need to achieve so that you can go on this trip? It's not a free trip. It's not a vacation. It's an incentive trip, and you need to put in work if you want to end up on this trip.
just know the qualifications are really simple. It's every time you enroll someone, you get points. When you rank up in the business, you get points. And it's just super simple. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I want you to be confident that when you're joining this, you don't have to figure it out. We've already done all of that for you. We have a system, we have the tools, and your business is going to grow as long as you're opening your mouth and sharing this with people. So we have something like that all of us have been saying that nobody else has. I really, really want you guys to think about that. You are not competing with anyone when you are with Lifewave, okay? We are very, very unique, and it's very simple, and it's easy to talk about, and it's easy to share. It's one product. We're talking about X39. You're not, like Sarah said, we're not sharing 10 different patches with you tonight. We have great support patches, but X39 is where everyone needs to start. And just get on the patches, you guys. Get enrolled. Did you guys talk about the product packs already?
No, would you do that? Sorry, I forgot.
Okay, so hang on a second. I don't see. Okay, let me share my screen. 1 second. So you guys, getting started with this business is really simple. And when you're talking to people to get them started, it's really simple. Either core, advanced, or premium. These are the 3 ways that you can join the business, okay? And even if you're just wanting to try it, you need to join as a brand partner and get in with that core kit. Remember what Kyle said, 96% of people have a physical change in the body or a testimony in 90 days.
And you have to start to pay $300. That's the smallest one. And then you can spend over $1,000, $1,750. Yeah, that's really easy. And since they have all of the systems in place, that will pay you back very, very quickly. Except that Lifewave, I just took a look, it doesn't have an income disclosure statement yet. And if they have all of these systems in place and everybody can be successful, then maybe also ask the company to release an income disclosure statement to show that your system can make everybody successful. Because otherwise, it just looks like any other network marketing scam.
So get the core kit, which is a 90-day supply of patches for $295, and you're saving on shipping, right? So you're not paying shipping 3 times, and you're not paying the enrollment fee of $25. You're saving that, and you're saving, shipping all those 3 times. So get the core kit if you're someone who's like, I just want to try it and see what happens. Okay. Advanced is for 2 people to try it for 90 days. Or 1 person to try it, and then you want to start patching your loved ones. Premium is for the serious entrepreneur, someone who wants to do this business and run with it. When people enroll with the larger kit, they are going to be 85% more successful. And the reason being is you have more product to share with more people, okay? Because the more people you're talking to and the more people you're sharing with, the more successful you're going to be. That's just the name of the game. It's a numbers game, and that's how it works.
So purchase a lot of product, spend a lot of money, and hope that you will be successful. The entryway is already setting people up for success, your uplines, so that they're able to make more money while you spend a lot of money, and for the corporate side, so that they can also make more money off of you. It is just another predatory MLM.
So if you want to be super successful in this, start patching people. And to do that, you need patches. If you're running a business, you have to have product, right? So get the premium kit. All of us have got the premium kit, and then get on 1 sleeve subscription. If you're just like, okay, I just want to be using the patches, 2 sleeve subscription. If you are wanting to make money with this thing, because 2 sleeve subscription is going to keep you active every single month and be able to earn money on the compensation plan. The other thing I want to mention is when you get the premium kit, you are active for 90 days. So you don't have to place a subscription order for 90 days. Okay. And just FYI, you don't have to be on an auto ship. That is not a requirement to stay a brand partner. So you can cancel that at any time. We have people on subscriptions though. I would say 90% of people are on a subscription because they don't want to run out of patches. Okay. That is the last thing that you want to happen, is to run out of patches. All right. So make sure that you get with the person that invited you to this call. You figure out what pack that you want to get. And if you want to take this seriously, get on a call with one of us and we will help you launch your business, you guys. It's really simple and we want to help you succeed. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for jumping on.
Good night, guys.
Thank y'all so
All right,
much.
bye.
Have a great night.
Well, that was predatory, wasn't it? And who are the people who spend the most money on those patches? External customers because they love it so much, or the distributors themselves? That was a look into the Patch MLM because I saw the ridiculous posts from Kendall, who left Monate because her paycheck was tanking, and now she is in Lifewave, and she is still in Lifewave. It's a ridiculous company and is extremely predatory. So if somebody reaches out because they want to sell you stickers you can wear on your skin and they're really pricey, and there's a business opportunity attached, it could be Lifewave. Now you're aware of that, so spread the word that other people don't fall into this trap. If you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss out on further uploads, then subscribe to the channel. That way you will not miss out on the next videos. And if you liked this specific video, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!